Welcome back, everybody. It is a Tuesday. It's 7 o'clock on the 25th of March. Wait, is it? Yeah, it is. Just checking. What a whirlwind March has been. It's going to be over soon. Can you believe it? Well, I can't. Anyway, so what we've been doing is we've been using some of our new narrative tools with the recently trained Thora Laura, and we've been generating some images, so I'll put them up while I'm talking. It's just getting through the final page of, I think it's on the last page of the story of one of the bad ending. I don't know how bad it is. BBBB, yeah, it's the bad ending. So it's making some bad ending. They don't look that bad. We might have to do something about that. But anyway, welcome everyone. Hello Christopher, hello Kirk, hello Louis, and hello Fernicar. Thank you all for joining me for another night of Scuffed Epoch Live. So as you can see, it's just chugging away, making me some cool image. And the idea is that I've made so many of them that one of them will be suitable for the page. And if not, we can always make some adjustments. Because it's only a few edits, I bet. But yeah, like I say, this is a Flux workflow. It's set up to use prompt sequence, prompt v5, sequence, increment. You can just let it loop and loop and loop because it was 10 prompts every time. So that's always 10 prompts. So it doesn't matter if you start at 0, 10, 20, doesn't matter because we're going to go through every prompt twice with a batch of 20. So you go click 20, next. Click 20, next. I'd be careful though, because it does seem to chug a little bit in this recent version of Comfy. And we got 3 more to make until we move on to tonight's feature. So it's doing a pretty good job. And like I say, I'll have to read the page. See, what I'll have to do is read the page and go, which one do I like best? You know? So it just becomes a curation job. Oh, and also, some of them are easy to pick out, so we might do a little curation speed round later where I copy the folder and just delete anything photo, because it's going to be a copy, so I'm not really deleting it. But delete down anything that isn't this. This is the target style, maybe a little bit more detailed than that, but that is basically the target style as shown on the front cover. See, there she is. So yeah, that's done. Look at that. It's done. So it didn't even take all day. I started it about, I had a meeting at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock. It's now 7 o'clock. It's finished. So we've actually done 20 images for every page. So we're going to look through those and we'll be like, oh, I'll get rid of the ones that are obviously bad or photorealistic. And then we'll like find the ones that match. And then you've got a decision which ones go in. There you go. That's it. Simple. But we'll come back to this because this is technically Writers Club, which we tend to do towards the end of the show. So, can you believe it? It's time to kill the Comfy UI. Why? Because we've got a new one. That's right. That's right. Machines 15 has been born. So let's give it a first run. It's got no models, so it'll probably crash, but let's give it a first run. So this is Machines 15. Look at that. Machines 15 3D, in fact. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do the first run. So all I've done is I've downloaded the latest. I'm going to be doing an article, which will have all of the links and all the instructions. So we're just kind of doing the dry run now, which I'll write up. But the idea is an all new tutorial on how to get 3D working with my new recommendation. What I've got here as well is I've got my sim reset. So when I cloned the Comfy, I cloned the sim reset in here too. I'm going to make that part of my thing. Because what we're going to do is we're going to have a special Comfy just for this, but it's going to patch its models straight through to our normal place, wherever that is. Okay, don't worry about this. Right, now, was it here? Now, where is it? Do I have to get the new front end? I think I do. Let me, yeah, I haven't even got Comfy Manager or nothing. Hold up. Yeah. So this is going to take some, okay, so we got it. It works, right? But it ain't done yet. We still got some more to do. So let's see. If I go to updates, let's see. Update. Whoops. I think it was that one. That one doesn't look like... One of them does the comfy requirements again. I'm going to see if this one does it first. Basically, the front end needs to be updated, and I want to find out what the easiest way to do it is. Obviously, I could just type pip install update requirements, right? It's not that. Because the funny thing is, that's not actually... It's these requirements that get pip installed. But because we're using, you know, comfy, portable environment, I want to scuff it immediately. Push it on a different listen so you keep it from grabbing... Oh, that's an interesting idea, Dragon. I don't mind about that so much, but that's a valid point. What Dragon just said in the chat was... And hello, Dragon, and hello, Full Dive. What he said was... If you run the 3D Comfy on a different listen address, you won't get the conflicts with the tab history. Which makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. But first I'm just going to focus on getting it working. Update the latest comfy. Right. And then it says workflows. Okay. Where's the thing about the new UI? It's called front end. I remember reading about it once. Where is it now? Oh, here we go. Right. So, for the latest daily, it's this. But wait. I thought they changed how they do this. Using the latest front end. So it says you just launch it with that command line argument, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to duplicate this bad boy here, copy this command here, edit this command here, and just shove it on the end there. I'm not sure if that's it, but... Let's just rename this one, run NVIDIA GPU front end. I could have sworn I had to actually update it. Well, we'll see what happens. I've already got the model in the right place. It's not correctly named though, hang on. That's stupid. Yeah, rename it to this. There. Okay. Workflow open. No. Workflow templates. Here we go. Look. 3. There we go. 3D, 2D, MV. Why can't I see all the text? What's the M say? Wait, they both say the same thing. What? Turbo. Right, we're not using turbo. I've got it. What do you mean you... Don't worry about it. Refresh. I probably have to restart, don't I? That's okay. We're getting closer. Yeah, we don't need to worry about that. And yeah, you are right. We should put it on a different thingy. A different listen. Setting the config. No copy paste. Oh, no, I'm not doing it then. I'm not doing it just because I can't. If you guys can mess about with that, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But I will restart it and I will get Comfy Manager. Because there's going to be other nodes we're going to need. Bottom line. But yeah, I do think the move is to build out a dedicated, especially now it's got native support. So if you had one for the wrapper, I would say consider building a clean one for this. We'll have one of them, please. No, it does require... Isn't that funny? It requires a pip install, so that means I have to... What the heck? What the hell? Turn that off. So yeah, like I say, what it requires is one of my scripts out the box. We need to get my script straight away. First thing you do, install portable Bahat. It's just funny because we need that. Kill this. I'm going to start it up again anyway. Yeah, it's just for the embedded Python. Hang on a minute. Stop. I just remembered something. Before we do anything, I can't believe it hasn't given me this error already. We need to do environment variables, guys. Environment variables. What are what are they? What are they? He said. Environment variables. So you go start menu, env, and you type system environment variables. All you need to know is to click on the environment variables button and go down to system variables. Find the path. No. Find the path. Click edit. Now the order of things matters, and you shouldn't have lots of stuff that's the same with different numbers. But I don't want to make it complicated. So just don't touch it. Just don't touch it. Now you see here's my existing one. Right? And it's basically going to be the exact same thing. So if I just copy that, make a new one which is the same, and change it to... Normally I just change it to 15 when I make a new one. But we're going to say 3D. And that's it. It'll be the same. So, in case you didn't know what that actual path was, it's the scripts path for Comfy UI. So, here's my new install. Here's my Comfy UI. Go back again, and you got Python embedded scripts. That's the folder path you need. You'll know because it's got pip inside of it, among other things. All right. So that's your crash course on system environment variables. Now we've gotten through that, we can actually do what I was doing. Maybe. Hold up. Yeah, let's close that. So yeah, before we start it, let's do the stuff. So if we come into the custom nodes, the custom Comfy Manager, now I can run this script. That's why I just cancelled it, because I was like, oh yeah, we forgot to... It started spitting out a bunch of path errors, and look, they're all gone now. Good times. Now, like I said, the model's actually quite small, so I'm trying to find out what the catch is here. Probably just it's got a really complicated pipeline. There we go, that's done. So, let's try the new front end, shall we? With a bit of manager. This time. Put that up there. I think while it's waiting, I'm going to start getting the next thing ready. Yeah, basically I've got to set up a symlink directory so that this hooks into my new, but I'm not doing that yet. I just want to see it run first. Once I see it run, I'll take it down and do that. I have a GitHub repo up, which is really simple. It's a one script setup. Oi, I was talking. I was right in the middle of my backswing there. So I've got a sim reset script. You just put the Python file. It creates, you know, it remembers what it is, so you can repeat it quickly. So when you do an update, it's going to delete your symlink and put like an empty models folder in there every time. So I got it set up so it remembers your path. So first run, you'll put your 2 paths in. Destination is where you want the new link to be. Target is where you want it. Now, I believe it does delete the folder if it finds one there, but I usually do that myself. Yeah, removes the existing. Yeah, with confirmation. So I'll just let it do it this time. Okay. Right. But yeah, we'll get there. Has it opened a browser yet, or are we're left to do it ourselves now? Okay. And it still thinks no checkpoint. Remember, we haven't hooked up the symlink, so that's the next step. So now you're going to get a crash course on symlinking. And it's really useful because if you've had to move all of your models, you'll never have to move your models again with symlinks. I'm on Windows. There's ways of doing it with Linux, so I can only give you the script for Windows, but I chance most people are probably on Windows. Hey, just throw it into ChatGPT and say, make me the Linux version. It'll probably just spit out the bash script. It's basic stuff. Right, so now we've got it running and we can see we've got the manager. Everything looks good. So, last thing, where's my models at? So, let's run you through this. So the first thing you do obviously is you git clone it, and then you've got the script in a folder. Mine's here. So I'm going to go into the terminal so you can see what we're actually doing. So Python symtab, and it will auto-fill for what's in the folder you're in with the tab, yeah? So it says enter destination path, the new folder, right? So the new folder means, you know, our new models folder, right? So I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to take that path. Look, they're all empty. There's nothing in it because it's a brand new comfy. Put that on there. And then it goes target path, right? Now, my old install is also using symlink. So if I just double click, this is where it actually is. Machines 14 is where it happens to be for me. It could be anywhere for you. Now, these are on the same drive. Okay, they are on the same hard drive. So there is, if you're going to do it on a network drive or some other remote drive, you got to keep account of, you know, how that's set up, and potential bottlenecks and whatnot. You know, how that's going to introduce blah blah blah. If it's on the same SSD, it's going to be nice and quick. You're not even going to know. You're not even going to know. Okay. So yeah, like I said, we're going to copy that. So now we've got our 2 paths. It's going to ask me if I want to delete the one, and look, remember, don't do this the wrong way around and delete your main repo of models, okay? It's very easy to do this the wrong way around, but I've tried to describe it as best as possible. This is the original, this is the new link you're creating. And so when you make sure it comes up with the you know, where you want it to be. This is the new path, yeah? So I'm okay with that. It's done. Now the best thing about this is you can script it. So like because it's like right where it is, you could actually just add the line to the update script if you really wanted to, but I just run one after the other. So I'll do the update and then I'll run the script. Bish bash bosh. Once you've run it once, it saves the path. It's just going to do the same thing. Okay, so that covers our models. Let's just move this bad boy over here. So now if I go into my checkpoints folder, you'll notice I have Hunyuan 3D DIT V2 MV, which is 4.8 gigabytes. And that's why I was saying I wonder what the catch is, because usually these things are bigger. And this has got some promises. Maybe there's some more models that I can't see that it auto downloads, that bloats the stack out. It's the same with LTXV, you know, you look at it, you go, oh wow, a 2 gigabyte video model, and then it's got like a 15 gigabyte clip encoder stack and stuff. Right. Something like that anyway. In FP16. Right. So we've got our model. It's time to do a quick restart. Wrong one. It's that one. Restart. Yep. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put this one away. There we go. Okay. And I got some ideas how we could improve this straight out the gate, but let's see it working first, you know. Refresh. Looks like it's nice and quick. It says it's not found it. Let me have a look. Models. Checkpoints. Hunyuan DIT VT MV. Oh, it's because I'm an idiot. I put save tenses. Okay, that's my bad. When I renamed it, I must have just, you know, fluffed it basically. Can I do this, or do I have to restart? Yeah, I get away with it. I got away with it. All right, cool. So, oh yeah, and then obviously this does come with some like demo stuff, so we're just going to use the demo stuff for now. But even, you know, we've got our own stuff to work on if this works nicely. So let's see, where did it go? I think it's actually like above everything. Yeah, I ended up like doing something strange. Yeah, there we go. I put it all here because literally. So this is the demo images that came from Comfy.org, I think. So let's see, which one is which? Does it tell me? Front, left, back. Front, left, back. Okay. So it wants to be front, left, left, and back. I might just change that because it's a bit strange. We don't need the WebP. So let's just make this a little bit more readable there. Sort of like understand what it's doing. Okay, so we've got 3 things. And they're coming in to 3 things. Yep, like this. And then the model can go way back here, that's fine. And what's this? Model sampling flow, cool. What's this? That is the size of the thing. So I would typically put that up there, and then it's just nice and easy. All right, should be nice and expandable. I wonder though. I might just keep it separate. Yeah, let's keep it separate. Like that. Yeah. So I see what it's gone for. It's nice and clean. But I think I'd probably... There. Let it breathe a bit. and then obviously it's got the model line at the top, so that's fine. Bring that back here because we're used to having all of our stuff in one spot. And then you got your VAE, which sits there nice. And then what we got, this voxel to mesh, I just chuck him underneath, and then boom, there you go. You got a linear layout, and we can improve it as we get along. What's this? Yeah, that's good. That's good advice. This is going to be a bit of a weird setup, this one, but if I just put that there, I'll turn that into my, you know, my spiel. So let's just reorganize this a bit. Yeah, that's fine. It looks clean enough. Probably get away with something like that, wouldn't you? It's in order, you know? And you can't, I don't think, well, you could crop, but we're not gonna. Alright, let's see what it looks like on the first run. Let me just save as 3D Proto Envy. And let's see what we look like. I mean, if it just works and we don't have to fix anything, that's great. Yes, if you use WAN video to do a 360 LoRa, you should be able to put frames from that animation into the thing. We're going to do RemBG first. That's going to be the more important thing. Yeah, I expect what's happening is there's like a big Hugging Face cache, because I've noticed that we don't have the texturing here, so this seems like half of the old workflow. So I might just pull up my 3D workflow and see how it did it, because I got a funny feeling that the rasterizer, well, we'll see. I don't see the rasterizer here is what I'm saying. You see what I mean? It's got the mesh and it will save to GLB. Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll find out, won't we? One way or another. But RemBG is definitely something we want to do, and we haven't even got it. So, yeah, we'll have to sort that out. I'll be doing Comfy InspireNet. I might just get the layer utility because it's got more tools in it, and it comes with... Ooh. Oh, crap. The voxelization is here. Ha! Do you know... Little known fact, I built a 1-to-1 scale Starship Enterprise from the Starship The Next Generation. 1-to-1 in voxels once. It was in a video game. Yes, I know, but it's voxelized, is what I'm saying. It's been voxelized. They weren't always doing voxelation. They weren't always doing that. And it's pretty clean. I mean, I've seen better, but considering this was done with AI, that's actually mental. Do you know what? You could probably export that and just build it in Minecraft like a big statue. Just like, you could probably do copy-paste if you knew how to convert. There's a format called World Edit, which is super old now. There's probably newer ones. But you can convert this. Okay, right. So this is now saved. So first things first, we're going to need a project. Oh! I don't even have my nodes. Right. We need to do upgrades. So this is like my life. I spend my life upgrading things. Let's go in here. Open up a thing. We need nodes. So the first thing I need, and the reason I'm doing it this way is because I want to make sure I actually get it. I've noticed something about the manager lately. Sometimes it gets not the latest version for whatever reason. So I just want to make sure I get my version. It's probably my fault. Do you know what I mean? Somehow It'll be my fault for not pushing it recently or something. So, you know, not throwing shade on them. It's probably just my fault. Git clone me. What else do I want? I need Kokoro as well, because damn, 3D. There's so much. There's just too many possibilities. Wait, before I start doing Kokoro, actually, we better just get the RemBG stuff and stop messing around. There's probably like some essentials I need, like KJ nodes, but I think I should be able to get away with getting them in the manager. I'm sure they've actually done their job. Where is it? There it is. It's not showing up with a little icon anymore. What's this? Get rid of that. Right. So yeah, bottom line, 3D's working. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this for a little spin over the next half hour. It was pretty quick as well, 95 seconds, so a minute and a half to cook that. It's not bad. So Full Dive just said, when you write a memoir, if the grammar is right, you should name it The Life of Upgrade. Dragon said, be careful with the audio. If you have a different version of Torch audio, it'll break your 3D. Right, good. Well noted, mate, noted. Keep it 3D for 3D. Because the thing is, I just want a 3D platform, a 3D comfy. 3D comfy. And there's more stuff. But I don't want to go too much into spoiler territory. So, yeah, this is cool. I like this. Feels like we're missing some things, though. Okay, so let's just, wait a minute. I didn't even have to, oh, I know why. This has already got transparency, look. It's cut out. It looks like it might even have a line around it. But I believe this is a transparent, I'm not sure. Believe it is. So... yeah, it looks perfect from there. Interesting. I was just looking at the shot there. So yeah, we were going to add RemBG to the image loaders, but as you can see, these images were pre-prepared. That's why they didn't need them. Right, so manager. I want KJ nodes. Whoa, conflict. Oh, what's this? Just try to stay on topic. Layer. Layer style. Layer style has a nice integration with the RemBG stuff. 3D does not like other stuff. That's funny because there weren't any conflicts when I looked it up. Let's have a look at what this actually does. Wait. Okay. Single image to 3D mesh with texture. That's the 3D. Okay, that's okay. Wait a minute. These guys have got their own. Yeah, this isn't what you want. It's its own thing that does all kinds of them. It's a shame though. Looks multi-view to 3. Everything is to you know. It's all its own thing. It's cool. Don't get me wrong, but this is kind of like every wrapper in one. Large multi-view. 3D. Visualization. Oh yeah, take it easy, my man. Flexi cubes. HUP. Yeah, this isn't the one. It looks cool, but it's too complicated. Alright, restart. Just the one's fine. Sheesh! Hey, you rang me a minute ago and I was just starting up, mate. That's why I didn't answer the phone. I was literally about to start the live. Can't be taking phone calls when I got 5 minutes to go. But how are you doing, my friend? Welcome, welcome. So basically, actually, you've joined at a good time. Check this out. 3D is arriving. Slowly. So this 3D model, I know, but it was made from the examples they gave us, which is some little pixie thing. Okay? But the point I'm trying to make is, it did it. It did it. Every day we get closer. That can be exported into 3D Tool. Do you know what? This man that's just joined the chat just now, he's been on at me. When are you going to do that thing? When are you going to... And I've been saying to him, I'm not on the 3D yet. You got to wait. The 3D's here. So it's funny that you joined the chat just now, because this is the first piece of 3D content we've done in weeks, months. It says, can you make drift car or 3D model with a picture? Yes, that's where we're headed. that's literally where... That's where we're headed. Just hang on. Can I print my AI girlfriend now? Yes, because you could turn this into a 3D printer file quite easily. You'd have to smooth it off a bit because she's a little bit chunky. Get it? But yeah. Oh. But yeah, you can print her out now. Soon she'll be able to talk to you with those cold, dead eyes. Okay. That's what every man wants. So there it is. I don't know what that is. Look at this structure. The facial structure is haunting. But yeah, so that's good. It's gonna look good. But like I said, this is fun and all, but we need to put it to use, okay? Because we've got like a pristine setup here. It's literally a 3D character that's been rotated. You know, that's like almost cheating. So. Right, now I'm told there's a model view model somewhere which we can't see, so what's going on with that? No. We got conditioning multi-view, which is what we're using here, so there is actually additional for a right, so it can be better still that way. It looks like we're still installing stuff, guys, so hopefully we didn't break everything. We do need to find the RemBG InspireNet. That's the one I usually grab, so that should be in the manager. I should be able to just do it with the manager. Okay. That's my go-to background removal. Maybe you can make rims from a picture. Yeah, I reckon you probably could. That's the thing. Everything is going to get better now that we've got this multi-view thing, and because we can do a rotation as well. I mean, look, I'm just going to be honest, guys. I'm going to get a camera and I'm going to take pictures of things from different angles to test it. But you can just make AI and make something spin. There's a LoRa for almost every open source video model. You give it an image, you load the LoRa, it'll spin. That's how I made Coffee Time. See, we gave it a picture of a girl with the Coffee Time sign and it spins. You see? And so, look, it's not like going to be one shot or anything, but you'll be able to get multiple angles of a thing. Well, that's the idea anyway. But it ain't coffee time yet, so spoilers. But yeah. We need InspireNet. Now, I don't know. Would layers... Nah, I think you have to have this. Well, we'll find out, won't we? We'll find out. There we go, it's back. Yep, right. So it might be that I have to get the... I just want to find out. So, yeah. RemBG Ultra. What? Huh? Don't tell me it wasn't from Layer Mask. Oh well, Layer Mask got a lot of useful tools, so I'm not bothered, but this isn't it. RemBG Ultra? What's this? Oh, okay. I think it's just using white balance to figure out where the mask is at. Which could work, I suppose. Okay. Here he is. No conflicts. That's what I like to see. Did the native workflow pull any other nodes down? No, it didn't, but it might have done, like, you know, Hugging Face cache in the background and not logged it. I didn't see anything, but it might be that it's its own pipeline. Stranger things have happened. Let's take a look. Not that one. That one. That one. So, right. Here we go. Geometry model generation and then texture generation, which is Hunyuan 3D Paint. So is Paint not supported by Comfy UI yet? Is that what they're saying? I don't get it. It says it has a 2-stage generation. No. These are both part of it. So how do you get the Paint workflow going? Turbo workflow. 2 workflow. Wait. Oh, that's the input image. Open source model series. Oh, look, have you noticed there's like... So you got 2 fast, 2 image to shape, 2 texture generation, and then 2 image to light. So there's more models, which no one's talking about as usual. We'll see if we can figure it out. It says you can figure this for more info. And there's also a V2 Mini. What? Mini image to shape model. I never even heard of that. Wait, and what's this? Ah, hang on. 2MV. So that's what we're using. We're using 3D 2MV. Ah, so maybe I can go back and use... Okay. I'm looking at stuff. So we already know what that is. Huh. They made a small one. I never even knew about that. 9 days ago. It's got like... I don't know. Actually. It's got less parameters. Got it. Okay. Front end. We looked at that. That's what we're doing. Well, actually, that's what we're doing. Okay. InspireNet RemBG. Beautiful. No. Yes. Whoa. Okay. The example you posted in a Discord. Yeah, I'm sure it does. We might have time to look at it too, dude. Because I've obviously put one out as well. And I might just steal it off the back end. But the thing is, that was for the Kijai workflow, which I don't have. So the first thing is to try and find out if we can, you know, do it ourselves, yeah? Okay, so technically there is actually another one. For the right side. Whoops. Now, what do I have? I have probably hiding. Okay. Comfy UI. Back. Forward. Media. Input, yeah. Oh man. It's like 1,000 images. Oof. I was looking for that one time we did that Space Marine stuff. What the? Is it? Oh. It's locking up. Calm down, computer. Right. Whoa. See, we're in the archives. See, there's almost no point in putting the preview on. Just make it slower. Oh look, Thora. Nah. Not finding it in there. So where did I get it? Oh man. It was a data set for Warhammer 40k for Space Marine 2. But it was incomplete. I remember rotating the Space Marine, and it should have been in the input gallery. Let me check the current install before I start going crazy. No, not that one. Might still be in there. It's not in there. Yeah, I already scooped it out by the looks of it. Scouted. I bet it got scouted. Your dog's from the Grey Wolves chapter. Honestly, I usually just end up just doing it again. I usually just end up doing it again. It's like, could you find the thing? No. Could you just do it? Yeah, probably. Oh, that could be anything. But actually, type? No, not type. That's the one. Oh, okay. I mean, not really, but sort of. Nah, these are ancient history. Okay. But hang on a minute. But hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I've got all these... Wait. What? Which one is this? It's hard to tell. 14. Okay. So we've just done a whole bunch of stuff where we were doing literally spinning around a thing, right? So... yeah. Coffee time, coffee time, coffee time, coffee time. So, like, I was doing it with LTX because it was quicker. But, and didn't I curate? I swear I curated them. Where's the curation gone? Oh, it's such a nightmare. It really is. Where's the curation gone? I literally spent ages. Maybe Bullet 2 is the curation. Okay, well it can't be because that one is a failure. Okay. So yeah, in my infinite genius, I've like copied it to some random place and done it there, obviously. But that doesn't matter. We've got a path, okay? And so let's see if we can do something with that, right? Load video. Video directory 2. Load video directory, which is going to give out a frame. I'll use this one. Okay. So I put the path to the folder containing the videos there. I make a primitive which is going to give seed control over which video actually gets loaded. So we'll start at 0 on fixed. So it's always going to be the first video. Okay. And I wish there was a video preview, but what we're going to do instead is do select. Oh, can we not do it? I haven't got VHS, have I? I wonder if that's going to cause a problem. Yeah, we're going to have to try and get another thing. It's always dodgy. Let me see. VHS. What? No. Okay. Video helper suite. There. That one. Good. It's clean. See, the biggest worry is that you get a conflict with something in this 3D suite, which is a lot of people have problems installing the 3D suite. So, I mean, I might even end up having problems too, because to be honest, I haven't technically installed it yet. I've just installed native support, which is enough to make a 3D model, but is it enough to make a textured 3D model? Because the last workflow I had, if I go to my models, you'll see that I've got a 3D Hunyuan. 3D Hunyuan. Where is it? I'm sure I have. Or I've got an article about it. If I didn't make a model, it's possible I didn't make a model and I just did an article. Probably because there was nothing for me to add at the time. I was like, oh, look at that, but can't really do much. Yeah, we're going back in time now. Did I go past it? I don't think I did. Yeah, it must be an article. Hang on. There it is. Getting started with Hunyuan 3D. I could have sworn I made a workflow pack or something. Nope. Didn't make a workflow pack or nothing. I just made a... Ah, so here's my workflow. Let's grab it and see if it can be integrated at all. It might be that it's not possible, but we'll give it a blast and see what happens. just drag that in there. Right, there's a lot of stuff missing. Don't worry about that, because I need to harvest it anyway. So, oh, see this high 3D bake from multi-view. No. None of it works because it's all part of Kijai's nodes. All right. So can we get Kijai's nodes, or do we have to do it manually? Right, we have Kijai wrapper. Be brave, everyone. Oh. Okay, it won't let me. Hold up. Fine. I'll do it myself. There we go. And again, do we need to do it? Yeah, we need to do requirements and requirements extras. What's that? For rendering the mesh. This is going to be fun. This is where it all breaks, by the way. Okay, so right. So what I would do in this case is I would grab my installer thing again. It's being annoying. There we go. Grab that. Take it into the 3D wrapper. Paste it in. Okay, and so you can see here it's like, oh yeah, requirements text. Yeah. So what I'm going to do to make my life easy, it's not really, but I'm going to take the lot. Wish me luck. Godspeed. Coffee time. Oh, the suspense. The suspense is killing me. Is it broken? Is it alive? At this point, nobody knows if Johnson's computer is stable or scuffed. Was it all for nothing? Find out in a few minutes, maybe less. Oh, couldn't find a version that satisfies the requirement and diff raster. Beautiful. So we're getting some technical stuff now. So yeah, it's probably that we need to get a wheel. It's probably what it is. It's usually what it is. Thankfully, Kijai is really good at giving us pre-built wheels, so if we're lucky, we can just snap it in. We'll find out very soon. Alrighty then. I'm back. Boop. Oh no, I've got like white stuff. I'm dissolving. That's better. Yeah, so that didn't work because could not find a version that satisfies NDiff rast. Okay, NV diff rast. So if I go to the instructions, he's probably going to tell me all about it. So, okay, do that. Yeah, do that. Yeah. And it goes Windows 11 thingy. Okay, so we've got to do this. Okay, cool. So let's just go to, what is it? This? Yeah. Okay, so right, for the record, if you ever have to do this, two things. Number one, check that you actually have it. Okay, so it does give a path, right? It gives a path. If I just get that up a bit, you can see Python blah 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 blah, and then it goes custom nodes, Hunyuan 3D, and then it says wheels, and then it says custom rasterizer, and look, there's two of them. Okay. So, do I know what the difference is between these? No. So he's saying 0.1, and there's also a 0.10. They both appear to be Win AMD 64. They're both CP312. One of them is Torch 260, 12.6. But he's recommending to use this one, I think. Let's have a look. Custom rasterizer 010. Ah, yeah. So the reason for the two, I'm right. If I just kept reading. So Python 312 CU126. And then you've got Python 312 Torch 2.6.0. Current, latest, portable, updated. You need to use this one. Okay, cool. We got it. It's the bottom one. Because I've got the current, latest, comfy, portable, which means you use this one. Now, how do you run it? It does tell you. It does tell you. He says. In fact, I think I can run this from anywhere. I think the way he's given it to us. Let's try it. Sometimes you have to run it from a specific folder, but it looks like he's given a. Oh wait, no. It's got to be from where that is, where Comfy UI is. So we'll go to up one. So we run it from here. Yeah, that's what you normally do. Cool. There we go. So the reason that you know, in case you're not familiar, is that you can see /Comfy UI as a folder in this location, right? And the first thing that it does is it says pip install Comfy UI custom node. So you can tell the path starts there. That's how you know, in case you didn't know. So yeah, we can run that, and it's successfully installed the rasterizer. Okay, now let's go to the next step. It did work. It worked. So technically we're done. It says if this doesn't work, you can just keep going. So it's for the mesh brochure extension. This is build. These are all build commands. Now, it does say that there's BPT. What's this? Scaling mesh generation via compressive tokenization. Interesting. Blocked and patched tokenification. Okay, well that looks like a whole nother thing. Alright. Okay. So should be good to go. Let's give this a restart now. I need loads more wheels. Well, I would have done, but because I got the right wheel, I don't need to build the rest. As far as I know. Like, there's a whole bunch of other stuff, but I don't even know if I really need it, because we've got new models now, you know? Like, there was a whole bunch of stuff that you would have had to do, but that's only if you're not... Because when you're running the latest Python... Well, not the latest Python, but when you're running Windows 11 with 3.12 Python and 2.6.0 Torch with CUDA 126, which is what the embedded environment is, you should be able to just run that. So that's, like, new. It wasn't there before. Last month. Not that new. Relatively new compared to the last time I've been in here. For new version, very new version of Comfy UI is required for the preview 3D node. Yeah, we've got that. We've literally got that because we've been looking at it. What's this? Okay, refresh. It doesn't seem like the custom node is started up at all. Hold up. Import failed. Yeah, there's more. So pip install requirements. Portable. Yeah. If we did, yeah. I mean, do you know what? Even though I used my thing, I'm just going to do it again anyway. I'm just going to do it again. Why not? Manual style. Still couldn't find a version for ndiff-rast. So yeah, it looks like I will have to actually build it after all. Oh well. So I believe this is the thing everyone was getting stuck with. So I'm going to give it about that long to do. So where is it? CD Comfy UI custom rasterizer. Okay. Really? So there's another install. Okay. So if I go to custom nodes, 3D, I need to put that on date, man. 3D, and then where? High 3D CD. Okay, hang on. Ah, yeah. Wait. What? wait, what? High 3D Gen Text Gen Custom Rasterizer. It should be obvious. I don't know. I did this last time. I just can't remember. Okay. Python inst. Yeah. Well, it's just that. Such strange looking commands today. I don't know why. Directory 2. Yeah, it's true. What's that supposed to do? Oh, wait. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. Oh, it's a setup pie. Ah, see, I've been looking for one of these for ages. No one does it like that no more. No, it's right there. It's the setup.py. Oh, I see. Check the... The paths are not. The paths are... I'm sat here like, oh, command's not working. What's going on? And the paths are completely, like, out of this world, man. So, essentially what I need is my path to my Python again. We talked about this earlier. So, it's like you've got to, like, stare at it for a little while. And go, oh... Right, so here is my path to Python. Where is it? There's path to Python. So we take that path and we put that in front of the command. There we go. So I was like trying to run it without Python, basically. So yes, this is the path to the Python, and then it will install the... let's go back to that folder. Setup.py. It's a very archaic way of doing it. Like I've been doing requirements for 10 years. I haven't seen the setup pie in a while, so that's classic. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's not wrong. There's no such thing as wrong if it works. All I'm saying is it's not something I normally see. What's this? It broke. This is always encouraging. So what's it say? I've got the wrong CUDA. CUDA... Detected CUDA 12.4. Great. Okay. So I've got the wrong CUDA. CU126, CU126, but works with 124. So I did it with the other one. But they've updated it, and now you have to use this one. So what we're doing, by the way, right now is what we're trying to do, just to remind what, you know, because we've already got the 3D working, okay? The 3D working isn't the issue here. The 3D, and in fact, that's not even the workflow I was working on. Where's the workflow I had with all of the RemBG and stuff? Comfy scammed me. I'm looking to try and see if we can use the workflow, like the wrapper stuff. Actually, do you know what? Let's just look at this. So there's a multi-view pipe, which then goes into this, and then this, and then this. So where's the renderer coming from? It comes from here. Ah, that's going to be an issue. Okay. And then looking at the light. Look, see, reroute thingies. No one uses these. These are the new reroute things. They've had them for months. I don't even know how to make them. It's like a reroute, but it's like new. And you see them every now and then. What the hell? This is one of my workflows. How about... Oh no, they've done something. They've done something weird. Okay, so the reroute nodes have changed and they look like little spots now. They look really derpy. Okay. It kind of looks like someone got an elastic band around a nail. Anyway. Yeah, so the light model, I think, was what was giving us the texture. And then the paint model here. And the paint model requires, like, normal maps, all kinds of stuff. So it doesn't look like, unless there's some part of this that they haven't shown us. Paint. No. No. So wait a minute. So they gave us a really awesome renderer for making 3D models, but they didn't do the paint model yet? Am I just, look guys, maybe I'm crazy here, but you guys can tell me. It looks like this new native comfy thing doesn't support the texture stuff yet. So it's just the mesh. I mean, that's cool, but it's not quite what I was expecting. Oh well. Because the thing is that makes the... Oh yeah, he's downstairs bashing things with a hammer. What node am I after? I'm not after... Well, if you've been following along, in the original... This is my Hunyuan 3D workflow with Kijai's wrapper. Obviously nothing's loaded because I haven't got anything installed right now because it's being annoying. But the point I'm trying to make is none of this is going to be compatible with the other thing. None of this is compatible with the other thing. So you can't like patch them together and stuff like that. Because I was hoping that we could use the high 3D paint. The model is a lot larger. The Hunyuan model does... Yeah, we're not talking about that model, dude. Like I said, the model that we're looking at today is Hunyuan 3D DIT V2 MV for multi-view. So you give it multi-view And it gets you and it gives you a kick-ass 3D model if I can find it. Wait, okay, is it? Are we even running right now? Yeah. So where's my? Let's do it again. Something must have gone wrong. Yeah, it made the model. I remember seeing it. Right, cool. There we go. So it's making a voxel statue right now. Okay. So it works 100%. So what I reckon the best thing to do would be to give it some images of different things. So I've got some stuff like that. I've got some rotations. So I'm just going to grab a couple of images. I don't know. Fun and games. Grand. $436 folders, and none of them are the one I'm looking for. It's like I'm cursed with this thing. It's like I'm cursed with this thing. Can't ever find anything. I reckon I'm just like, if I ever disappear for a week, it's because I'm organizing my files. It finally drove me nuts. I did start doing it. Data sets. We're getting somewhere. Flux revival. Now, here we go. Right, so I know there's some rotations in at least one of these things. Okay. Car. Brilliant. It's rotation. Lots of rotations. Okay, and we've walked around it. So what's that? The right side? It's close. Yeah, and I got scammed as well, so I got to rebuild the thing I built earlier. That's alright. Didn't I actually save it though? Oh no. Okay, so I didn't save it. I could have sworn that I made the whole thing and everything. Image to mesh lines V20, that's the old one. Source batch, no, nothing. God, that's annoying. Did I like, I'm like bewildered now because I know I made it and it's gone. I think it must have been in a different tab and it for some reason it saved this one and this one but not the one I was actually working on, so it's useful. Anyway, enough complaining. Let's just make it again. What? I did just type rembg, right? And oh, guys, that's not me. Okay, so what's going on? It is actually a rembg node, but now it's got a preview. Well, that's annoying. I mean, I guess I'll have to do it like that then. I never noticed that it had a preview before. Okay. I guess it's different now, I don't know. Do they all do previews in this version? See, that's the thing. It's a new comfy version, right? So it's probably something to do with that. Never seen previews on there before. Can't get rid of it. Okay. The full MV is 15 gigabyte. Wait, what? Can you link me that model? Because that's the one I'm supposed to be testing right now. Looks like I got scammed and I've got like a mini version or something. Like what? Oh. Oh. Hang on. Hunyuan 3D V2 MV. Come on. I went here to do it and everything. There it is. Right, let's have a little look. That's what I've got. It seems like, where is it? Hunyuan 3D 2. Right. So it's a replacement for the DIT part. So in other words, Comfy does not yet support Hunyuan 3D Paint. Is that what I'm... Okay. Your one is a transformer model? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Because this is exactly the same. Yeah. I need Hunyuan paint. That's what I need. Hunyuan paint. And look, there it is. Hunyuan paint. And it takes you here. Hunyuan paint 2.0. There it is. Oh boy. So I'm guessing, because look, it says here, they've even written on here in the Docs Comfy tutorials. So they do support it. Yeah, it looks like they got, this is a bit like when they did text to video, but no image to video for ages, and then they dropped that one. I think it's just, they're just not, yeah, they haven't got that. And to be fair, I spent a long time messing around with video generation endpoints lately, and just implementing stuff like GGUF or FP8 is a nightmare without Comfy UI. And I've come to learn an appreciation for that. Respect where respect is due. You know? But I should still, yeah, the thing is, it's not compatible. So even if I got Kijai's implementation of Paint, it's not going to be able to be hooked in. You can't hook it in. But what we can do is we can put some different images and we can use what we got and make a different 3D model. So that's what I'm going to do. So, right. Grab that there, put that there. Got to stop whinging and get on with it. Stop dooning. Go like that, and then we want a clip vision, please. Like that. And I hope this doesn't break, because they're not square. Oh wait, no, they are square. Okay, that's kind of the back. That's not the back. Hang on. That's kind of the front. Yeah, that could work. So where's the front? Front is there. And then if that's the front, then this is the left, which means that that is the back. And then I need to do the other side. How do I get round? What angle would that be? It's sort of like to the tail, I guess. No, it'd be to the nose. I'm trying to work out where the other cardinal is, because it's like kind of weirdly offset. Facing. Is it tail heavy or nose heavy? I've got two choices. tail heavy or nose heavy? I'm going to go with that one. So, like, a bit more nosy, you know, because it's not really straight on, you know. Oh, well, actually, wait a minute. No, this is nose on, so I need to go tail on. Yes. There we go. Now it's, like, balanced, I guess. Nothing to prompt, huh? Wow, what strange times we live in. I wonder if it's, like, hideously too large. Yes. Although size of tensor 4 must match size of tensor 3. That's actually a problem with alpha channel. Plot thickens. So it didn't actually do anything. Okay. Swap it out for something simpler. And just probe it. Oi, why can't I probe it anymore? Huh? Can't do a preview. What about a save image? What? Okay. Which node is it that allows you to queue up a specific node? Because it looks like that's not... I thought that was a comfy feature. Obviously, it's one of my cool node packs. One of my many cool node packs. I don't even know which one that is. Probably KJ nodes. I'm going to put money on it being KJ. And just take a spin. Ah, 2 conflicts. With what? Conflicts with what? Split image channels. I don't have either of those other things, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, the mesh looks really good. Like, if somebody showed me that mesh and went, I made this in Minecraft, I'd be impressed. I'd be like, yeah, you've done a pretty good job of making that load of blocks into the shape of the thing you're telling me it is. Yeah? Look at this, Comfy KJ. A tool that can package workflows into projects and publish them to a WeChat mini program named Kaji, allowing charges to be collected from users. Yeah, I'll just click that one on the down low for later. What? Excuse me, what now? It's only got 5 stars though, so I wouldn't get too excited. Generally, if something's big, it'll look like this, which is not enough stars. But you got to remember, probably for every star, there's probably about 1,000 people that downloaded it and didn't click the button. That's just reality. Okay, restarting. Probably can't save, can I? Because it's offline. Yeah, it's offline. I just want to see if it can make the car. Be interesting if it can do it. Because having a turnaround of a person, you can set that up by having a 3D model and just hard X rotation with a fixed camera. Snap, 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 snap. And then it's like perfect. It's as perfect as it could ever be because you already had a 3D model in the first place. See, my argument is if you need a picture of a flower to take a picture of a flower, it's not really a camera. It's a photocopier. You see what I mean? So it's sort of like, I appreciate it does do more than that, but in practical terms, you know, we need to use it, don't we? So if it's like, oh, it works if it has a perfect setup, that's not great in the wild where you won't always have a good setup. And like I said, if somebody can beat AI at making it, time-wise... Okay, so was I right? I was wrong. But that's okay, we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. I like being able to put things in and go, cue just this one. Okay, look at that. We've got a thing, and then it crashed. So it is doing the RemBG, right? but then it doesn't like, that's weird. It doesn't like RemBG. It doesn't like it, which is weird because you need that to run. Wait a minute on that one. You need that to run these things. So, all right. Tell you what. I'll just throw it in like that and see what happens. Man, I'm getting ideas, man. Yeah, look, see? Hey, it's not bad. Apart from the fact there's trees everywhere, because no RemBG, look, see? No RemBG, so trees everywhere. And confused about where the floor is and stuff like that. But, I mean, hey, that's not bad. So, we really need to figure this out. Now, there's a couple of ways you can do matting. So, let's try some stuff out. In fact, let's rip all that out for now. Okay. Preview. Okay. See, it's annoying. You need the whole chain to be able to test it. It's so annoying. You use Bria. Yeah, trouble is Bria's not open source. It's research only, so I don't even have it installed no more. Yeah. Yeah. But I do have the layer tool. Do you know what? Let's see how it does. You don't have the RemBG model. Hey, that's cheating. You told me it did it with thing. So yeah, what I need to do is I think, composite it over a solid color, white. I think that'll do as well. So if I do image composite masked, I mean, there's no need for all that. That image, no, it's not blend. It's like layer. They're all called bloody layer. Layer, color image. Color image, yeah, that's good. We want one of those. And then we want size. I want to make it dynamic at least, damn it. So I'll get the size there, and then width and height. Wait. Oh yeah. So okay, cool. This looks good. And then we're gonna do layer, image blend. Yeah. I think that'll do. So then put that one. Now, which way round does it bloody go? I think layer, image, and mask go there, and then that one goes on the back, and we just say white or black. So I'm going to go with white, as that tends to be a good choice with AI in general. So we'll put it on that. I don't know what size as is for. Ah, right. It's because you can pick aspect ratios. Okay, cool. So we've got our image. Image comes in. We dynamically get the height and width. Then we create a solid white backdrop for it. And then overlay. Hopefully I didn't get these two the wrong way around. It feels good. So undo the invert. Oh, right. Okay. I did do it right, actually. It's just invert mask is true by default. So yeah, good times. So now we've done it. We've done it, everyone. We've made ourselves a freaking little RemBG. But the difference is this is RGB, not RGBA. Or it should be. It should just be RGB because it's got a solid white background. Profi Prompter, sup? Welcome. He goes, "What? How are you doing? And what are you up?" Indeed. So what we're doing is working on 3D. There's a new multi-view 3D Hunyuan 3D model, which is really nice, and we're just showing everybody how they can do the RemBG, even though the Vision won't accept alpha. So I'm just building a little alternative for everyone. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to take that, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. You know, obviously this is how it's got to be. Don't care. Don't even care. It's fine. It's fine. There. Okay. So then what we have is if I copy this one, copy clip space, paste clip space, copy clip space, paste clip space, just setting up the angles because we already had them set up in those disabled nodes. We put the car, paste clip space, copy clip space, paste clip space. There we go. So now I can get rid of all of these like that, and I can get rid of the one I was working on as well. There we go. Move them. In fact, let's just group that and what's this called? Multi-view. To there. And I have a lot of friends in 3D and 3D adjacent who are going to love this. Even if you can't texture it, it's fine. It's actually fine. Okay. Big step in the right direction this is. I don't know if this is really going to be... Should probably be stressed more, you know, like... I got an idea. Let's bring this right the way back. Bring him up like this. Okay, so that one is going to go in the top, that one's going to go in the second one, this one's going to go in the third, whoa, the third one, and the fourth one. There we go. Yep, save it, go. It took it. We have passed, and we have now entered the next bug. We've now been granted access to the next problem. Let's see what it is. 8,000 chunks with 256 octree resolution. Oh sheesh! What the hell, dude? That's my car. Right. It's time to break everything. Give me 512. Go on, break, explode. That was only 18 seconds. I could take a little bit longer than that. Oh, we could have more steps. Oh man, now we're cooking. Now, do I instantly regret 512? That's not bad. That is not bad at all. I missed this car, you know. It was a cool car. 2JZ? No shit. Okay, so putting it at 512 has caused this bit to take a while. It might actually not work because I may have broken it. You can always... Well, we'll see. Oh, okay, it took longer. Definitely took longer. My understanding is that it will increase the resolution. And I think I was right. Yes, it is. Wow. Well, you know what we have to do, don't we, guys? We've got to go for the next one up, right? Oh, man. Right, ChatGPT, where are you? 8,256. I got a question. Okay. We are generating 3D mesh in voxels using... what's the actual terminology used? I need to know the actual precise language. Number of chunks is 8,000 octree resolution. Right. Number of chungus is 8,000, and the octree resolution is 256 by default. This takes 15 seconds. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I'm not looking at the right numbers. Hold up. Disregard any estimates I have said in the last 5 minutes. Okay, so it took 24 seconds to do the first one, and then 59. That's almost a little bit more than double. So maybe there's some diminishing returns, but it looks like double. So it's 24, let's say 25 seconds. I increased the octree resolution to 512. This takes 59.42 seconds. Okay. Alright. If I wanted to increase the fidelity of the 3D mesh while it is represented in this way with voxels, what was it? Yeah, give me some safe numbers to test. There might be some rules like divide by 30, base 8, all that kind of stuff. Drop the GLB into Discord, I'll texture it. Okay, hang on, let me just find it. I'll do that right now. Let's see. Do you know what? We're going to need another new section. Let's go down to... Oh, Boyo nodes. Hell yeah. Well done, Boyo. I love it. I didn't even see them. Right, let me just see. We need to make a new sharing, which will be GLB sharing, I guess. Just remember, guys, anything you post in the Discord, you're basically giving it away because God knows what people are doing with it. Obviously, if you have like a profile and an account and you have like the file in there with a license, at least you've done your thing, okay? But if you just put bare files out, you know, I just want to say that because I'm a nice guy, but at the same time, some things are impractical, okay? Like you can't just remove one file from a GitHub. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work. It's on there for commits are forever. Let me put it that way. Commits are forever. Okay. Anyway. So, we're going to duplicate this one. And we're going to call it GLB sharing. Okay. And I think what I'll do is I'll just say at the top of the channel, post loose GLB open as open source free share, or link to your repo with license. Okay, I think that's fair because it's not really up to me. All right, cool. So there it is. Now GLBs are obviously the 3D models, so I'm going to post my car up first straight away. That's obviously we've got to do that. This is the part where you find out it hasn't actually saved anything. No. Output, mesh. And I think it's going to be that last one there. Yeah, look at that. That's crazy. And right, now I'm going to say this now, okay? I used to do a lot of tutorials on converting 3D meshes into voxels, okay? I used to do a lot on voxelization. I know guys who've like written software and all this. And the thing is, this is really good. Okay, because look, you see how it's got these like funny little errors and that? That's very typical of this. And you can't, like, it's actually incredibly clean. It's actually incredibly clean. Like, even if I had, like, so what I'm saying is, if I had the actual model file and I wanted to convert it into voxels like this is actually incredible. It would make more mistakes, is what I'm saying. You used to get more mistakes 10 years ago when we used to use Python and JavaScript and stuff to convert mesh. And we would take like SketchUp stuff and convert. And we'd have to hollow it out, and we'd have to sim it, and we'd have to cut it in. Well, actually, wait, no. Are there differences, or is this... I don't know, it looks symmetrical to me. It does look... No, it's not symmetrical, because it's got different windscreen wipers. You can almost see the headlights. I reckon if I increase the resolution again... Right, I'm going to drop this in the chat anyway. So this one is... DJZ Grand Sedan. And if you're wondering what I mean by that... So this is the thing. I try to get ahead of stuff. If that makes sense. I try to get ahead of stuff. And one of the many ways I try to get ahead is by trying to predict which way things are going. And right, so what do we got? Flux. Which one's which? So there's two of them. This one's version 2. This is 2.1. So remember, ground truth, 3D model. AI image gen. Yeah. So this is, and then we've like done some prompt editing and stuff. Okay. But if I go again and get the Flux version, because I did already do the Flux version as well. Flux version's even better. Yeah. So this actually looks a bit better than my car. It's cleaner, I guess. It's a bit cleaner. But yeah, so the reason I'm showing you this is already have the LoRa. So 3D positioned the thing, and this is the control net. Oh my god, he is really drilling out there. So yeah, so this is the, you position this, that's your control net, and then you can use the model to make the car again. Oh my god, man, he's really drilling. It's obscene. I can't talk over that. Give me a minute. All right, anyway. So yeah, I've dropped that model in the chat. Who drills in this ungodly hour? My brother, when he is... What's he doing? He's modifying alloy wheels by drilling. So he knows what he's doing. Is someone farting, says Vascular Decametron. Damn it, you're on to me. I've been eating too many of those chicken bites. What are they called? Fridge Raiders. But yeah, so anyway, if we go back to the project here, as you can see, that was done at 512. So let's see what Claude has to say about it. Based on your data, safe numbers. 384, then 640, 7. So yeah, there's a base 8 hardware thing going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try the 640 next. Oh, this is cool. That means there might be a way to optimize the generation to stick to safe numbers. It was at 256 before. I'm going to go with 640 and... Wait, what? 640. It only goes up to 512, guys. You can't change it. Okay. The maximum octree resolution is 512. Let's see what he has to say about that. .320, 384, 448. So all of those are actually better than 256. Right, hang on. Number of chunks. Oh ho. If performance allows. So consider testing 512 or with maximum chunk. Well, various. Okay. I don't have overlap. I can't do any of that or any of that. So all I can do is mess with those two things. So you guessed it, guys. It's add more. Can we have more? Let's try 10,000. 10,000 at 512. I should probably try 480 as well, because I don't know. 512 does divide, doesn't it? It does. I'm sure it does, because it's like half of 250. It's double 256. It's half of 1024. It must fit. Look at it go. This thing is fast, man. Look, I can remember the native version wasn't this fast. Oh, that's another thing as well. Oh, I can't move while it's doing it. It's taken over. Look. Yeah. We gotta wait. Be nice if we could get some color onto it. Okay. It does have a little bit more detail on it, but it's making more mistakes though. Because as I've increased the frequency, now it has to do like more precision, and so it messes up. See, the windscreen wipers don't look as good. That's interesting. So actually, maybe go back down. I'm going to go down. 5,000. I bet that the standard numbers are good. These days, the standard numbers are pretty good. You got the model in Blender. Overall shape is good, but there are some sharp edges. Yeah, there will be. I mean, look, it's the thing about voxels is it has to try and figure out what's a cube and what isn't a cube, and that's why you end up with problems like this here. You see this? See, when I remember I told you I built that ship, right? Well, I had to like go in and go block, 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 fill in all of this and smooth the shape out. All over everywhere, you know? Like every time you go to a layer, there'll be... Here you go, look, where the handles are. So I'd go to where the handles are and I'd like detail it up. We actually put wedges everywhere in the end. I think it took 75 hours. It was a community project. Look at that. So there, see that there? That's an error. Wait, let's see if it's got it still. Oh, no! Oh, no. That's terrible. Oh, no. The wheels. Yeah, definitely. What about 9,001? No, I'm just joking around. I'll put it back on 8,000. So, yeah. But the default was actually 256. It was a much faster. I'm thinking maybe try out extra steps. I don't know what CFG is supposed to do. Make it follow the image more? Perhaps. It's already at 7.5 though, so that tells me I think they've already tuned it. Yes, it is over 9. It's over 9,000. That's right. So, because that's clean. Like for a 3D model, Even if it's got like a few bits and pieces here and there. Look, even there, look, that's a good point. Right on the boot. There, look, we've got like some, just a random blob. And it's because it's curved, isn't it? It's all curved, and the voxel wants everything to be flat and straight. And of course they're not, it's curved. It curves up a bit in the middle. It's like imperceptible, but it's enough to register as another layer. Surprised it got the wheels so good though. Wheels are actually really hard to do in cubes because, well, yeah, they're not cubes. Well, they're not on a grid, should I say. Yeah, they're not on a grid. So here's the latest one. Okay. Yeah, that one is pretty good. I mean, look, I appreciate they all just look the same to... They probably just all look like a car. But this is my car. With the custom front end and the custom wheels and all the rest of it. And the off-road suspension, basically, because I live in rally country. Oh my god, look at that tyre gap. What's going on? Yeah, it didn't do my sidewalls justice. They should be sticking out more for the fitment. Anyway. Off the grid. That's right. The wheels are off the grid. Good point. So let's try increasing the steps. I'm going to go for 30 steps and we're going to see how broken it is. Obviously it will increase the gen time by up to 50%. Depth control net wouldn't complain about those details. Yeah, in fact, I think the way I've seen people do the coloring is they're doing something with depth control net, but I feel like this is going to be a new main focus over the next week or two. We're going to be doing a lot more 3D stuff. So tonight was like the introduction for that. We're not finishing or anything. We still got Writers Club to do. But the point I'm trying to make is like, over the course of the coming days, we're probably going to be seeing a lot more 3D workflows, 3D examples. Eventually we're going to get texturing, I'm sure. And then, because I want to get into rigging and animation. And that would be coffee time. Trademark. Yeah, Flux. I've heard of those. Huh. What about the electricity problem? They solved that too. But did it shock you? Really? Don't give me ideas. Danger. Danger. Cool. So anyway, yeah, my brother's put himself a race cat on the car tonight and drilled the wheels. If you're wondering, they were something to do with hub-centric. But yeah, he was just talking to me about this new welding kit that apparently doesn't need gas and it can't electrocute you. I'm like, what? It's crazy. Because, you know, normally that's the problem. Gas and electrocution. Anyway, just saying, give me ideas. All this AI will be designing space age tech and like welding stuff before long. Like ChatGPT, how do I make a microwave from scratch? I have a welding kit and some sheet metal. Tell me what to do. Yeah, just texture paint it, Dragon. See, one thing actually, while we're talking, let's just get the screen up. Okay, everyone. This is something which I want to show you guys. If it's gone, I'll be upset. Here it is. It's called Autodesk Mudbox. Okay. What is Autodesk Mudbox? It's a piece of software that you can pay for. Pardon me. It's £102 per year. So I know a lot of people go, oh, I wouldn't pay for software. It's £10 a month less. Okay. What can Mudbox do, right? Now, it can do loads of stuff, but one of the best things about Mudbox, and I don't want to get ahead of myself here because I haven't used AI outputs with this, but I've used it in the past. Let's say, for example, I had a race car, okay? And I wanted to paint the race car with a livery. Like, I want a red stripe down the middle and like a yellow flames on the bonnet, something, I don't know, right? I want my race team name on the bumper. Yeah, let's say that's what I want. Okay, so obviously we're going to have to make some layers that go on top of the normal texture, because the normal texture of the car is already what it is, and then you want to make stuff that goes over the top of that, right? So typically that's a layer that goes over the same UV map. So without getting too complicated, that's always been an issue. Yeah, there's auto unwrapping and stuff, and we kind of saw that tonight, even though I didn't get it running. The workflow that I was showing you guys for Hunyuan 2, that's what it does. It kind of has an auto unwrap, which it textures. And that's how you get the AI texture on the model. Now, it's imprecise and the unfold is horrible. So this is a different solution to the same problem, okay? So what we'd do is we'd have our car and we'd lock it on the side profile. We'd get a paintbrush and we just go paint, 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 paint. And it kind of has the silhouette and it smart paints to what you can see. So it'll automatically go over all of the, you know, so it's like paint 3D in 2D, and then you can like rotate it this way and paint the roof, and then you'd paint it this way and you paint the side, okay? And like I said, the best thing about it was you can like put it on an angle and paint it from here. You know, there's all kinds of different stuff you can do. But the point was that it was a very nice way to retexture a model if you didn't have a UV wrap and all that. So, but yeah, like I said, Mudbox, I'm probably going to end up getting it now, because the thing is, I was sitting on the edge of my seat going, should I get it again? And I didn't bother because we didn't really have any 3D stuff going on, but I'll be getting it again now. So, like I said, £102 a year. That's insane. I'm going to have to make sure this isn't like the cheap version, because you've got to be careful, right? Every now and then it'll be like, oh yeah, we'll do you £100. And then you find out, well, hang on a minute, why is it £300 for 100 tokens? When I could be paying a third, like, do you see how crazy stuff is these days? So £12 a month, which is more than the annual membership, or £300 for 100 tokens, where you get one token a day. And what Dragon is, yeah, Dragon's about to paint it. So yeah, please submit your painted car to the channel. If you can bundle it as a textured GLB, that'd be even better. Blender does it too, does it? I see. I'm not familiar. All I know is that this has it had an easy interface, because the thing is, Mudbox wasn't. I don't think it was originally made by Autodesk. I think they just bought it. Let me just find out. Yeah. See, I used it. Look at this. It was used to make. Oh no way. It was developed by Sky Matter in New Zealand by the founders who were working on Lord of the Rings at Weta Digital. So that's where it came from. It was originally used by the filmmakers of Lord of the Rings. It's literally like their little baby. But then as far as I know, I think they got bought by Mudbox, acquired by Autodesk. Or have they always been? I'm going to look it up. So the tool was first used to make the remake of King Kong in 2005. 3D environments with creation of movable cameras that can be bookmarked. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, what, Blender? You want to know what the open source version of this is? It's called Blender. Like, literally, we're sat there like, oh, I wonder if there's an open source version. It sounds great. Yeah, it's called Blender. Oh, cool. It doesn't really say that, but it basically says that. So, yeah, software development kit, 2009. Yeah, stencils. Works overlaying a grayscale alpha channel over the mesh. Artists can project part or all of the image's detail onto the onto the mesh through brush strokes. So there you go. You can sculpt. That's what I'm talking about. That's the big deal. You can sculpt surface details. Yeah. And this can be a complete pain in the ass in some of the other, would you say, more traditional softwares. I mean, look, it's been 15 years. You would think that all of this stuff has been completely integrated. But anyway, it's nice because you can brush everything. Do you know what I mean? That's why they called it Mudbox, because it was like a sculpting thing. You can like smooth the mesh, all that kind of stuff. Right, so let's have a look at this new one then. How's this one looking? I think that might be the cleanest one yet. Look at the lines on the bonnet. How's the boot? The boot has a bit of a weird glitch. It's got a bit of a weird glitch on the tail. See how it's got this pattern? You can't really get away from that though. Wow. Look at the edges on this one. Why is the pattern like that? See, I don't know if you guys are picking up on this, because, like, I don't know, I got a bit of an eye for this crap. I just mean I used to review spaceships on a gaming channel. It was kind of funny. It's like, I can spot the blocks. But yeah, look, see the shape? I'm trying to get the reflection. So you can see the shape of the voxelization with the different settings. See what I mean? Wow. Whoa. See how noisy that one is? When you look at it, it's almost like it's on an angle, actually. It's almost like the grid isn't lined up with the car. Wait a minute. Yeah, the grid isn't lined up. Look at that. So we're looking forwards. That's looking forwards. You see? You probably can't see that, but look. It's got a diagonal grid. Why has it got a diagonal grid? Like, imagine that you made something in, like, Minecraft, right? And it looks like a perfect thing, but then when people go up and look at it, it's not even, like, straight. It's not straight. It's not even straight. Like, right now, we're looking, that is forward, back, left, right. That's what forward, back, left, back. Wait, where's the images? Oh my god, it's because my car... This is amazing. So which one did it pick? This one, maybe? It's like a combination of all of them, isn't it? It's like an average of them all. Fernicar says, Sculptress, Pixelogic, ZBrush acquired this simplest sculpting software that was designed to be beginner-friendly and free of charge. Yeah, see, do you know what we should do, guys? We should make a beginner-friendly, free-of-charge AI tool, and then in 10 years it'll get sold for $1 billion, because that's just how it happens. But then that's why everyone's scrambling to build AI tools, because that's what everyone thinks. Dude, do you know what? It actually is way more accurate when it's not, you know what I mean? When it's off the grid, when the generation is not straight, because obviously if it's straight, you get those weird patterns everywhere. But this is just, you know, that's just a 3D mesh. I will say though, when it's off, you don't get the benefit of the alignment. So like, we had a couple of them that were aligned. Let's see, like this one. Look, this one is aligned front to back. You see what I'm trying to say about how you've got the edge going left, right. So left, right, forward, back. That's really interesting though, because you don't really have control over that. Let me go back to this again. Is it because I turned the steps up? It is, isn't it? It's because I turned the steps up. Right. Let's go down to 24 steps. So when I turned the steps up, it broke the forward, like it broke the alignment of the voxel grid to the mesh. So it is able to self-align. Yeah, Dragon said ZBrush is not free and is not simple. Yeah, and the tool that we build won't be free or simple either. That's what happens. It starts off as like, oh, community research, guys. And then before you know it, you're suddenly for profit. And the reason is usually because influential people lent you money and now you've got to pay it back, or it's just different, you know, there's things that can happen. Oh. I'm liking this though. This is fat. Like, super fat. Like, ooh. Right now we've got the resolution set to 3072. Right. Ah, see, when I brought the steps down, I brought the steps down to 24, so it's higher than 20, and you can kind of see the badge on the grill now at 24, but when you went up to 30, it wasn't straight anymore. The entire mesh was like on the wonk. And if you look at which way forward back is, it's like the whole car is like diagonal. So yeah, you can overcook it, basically. You can overcook it with the steps. And basically what it's done is it's like a laser has just gone down the car. But look, the door handles are screwed up. So that's definitely diminishing returns on steps. So this one was done at 24, 7.5, 8,512. So I did take the Octree resolution up. So I'm going to take that down now. We'll do 480. And then I want to play with the CFG as well. While I'm doing that, I'm going to see if I can get a slightly different car. Yeah. I got another car we can play with. We'll go with something which is a bit harder to do. Because this is easy. Because it's, you know what I mean? It's a car. It's a saloon. It does actually have a giant... it does actually have a ridiculous chin spoiler. Okay, that is actually on the car, not an error, right? But that's another thing. It's like testing how accurate it is. These are my 5-spoke alloy wheels. So that is accurate. Now it has aero on the back window, which is why it's getting confused about aerial, because in the images it's seeing something there and it doesn't know what it is. So it's just like, I don't know. But it isn't making it up. It's trying to follow what it's seen. See, we got the handles now. Handles are very well defined. And that was from turning the Octree down. Is it straight? It's not straight anymore, though. Okay, let's try 360. I like 512 best right now, but I need to try out some of the other interim values. Okay. So let's change the car. So right now we're using a photorealistic car. And the thing about photorealistic car is that when a human takes a picture with a camera, even with a tripod, you know, the world is uneven, the ground is uneven, right? And your arms move about. So that means it's not going to be the same camera height or framing. So you can see quite clearly. I've tried to do my best to get it in the top of the frame. Okay. And I believe it was actually taken in widescreen, and then I've cropped these images to the center. Okay, so it's getting way basic. So the cubes are... Okay, do you know what it is? The cubes are bigger. The cubes are bigger, right? Hang on, let me just... Can you go down to 128? Yeah, you can. I just want to see if I can get, like, it really obvious what it's doing here. Because it looks to me like the cubes are bigger now. Either that or they're not being subdivided, however you want. Yeah, look, see? And you look, it's really obvious how sideways, how scuffed that is. It's sideways. Okay. So, octree resolution, you could literally say, is the amount that the blocks get subdivided. So, if I go back up to 512, we're going to get a really nice one again. Now, voxel to mesh, there's a threshold here. I want to tweak that. But before we do that, I want to change CFG. And before I do that, I want to change the images. So just to sort of keep it fresh, we're going to go to a drift spec BMW with crazy camber. See if it can get the wheels right. So let's see. So this would be the back. This would be the front. That is the side. That's the side. Left side. And then the right side. Oh, it's daytime. Damn it. Where's the right side pick? Oh. Okay, we'll have to do a daylight. Let me see if I can get daylight versions of all these. That's just confusing. There we go. Wait, that's not daytime. Daytime, daytime, nighttime, daytime. Oh, it's all jumbled up. It's like all I've got is the same. Right, left. Right. Ah, there we go. I found one from the data from that. There we go. So let's just show you what we got here. So we've got a video game car. And the reason I've got a video game car is because the camera height is exactly the same. If you rotate a video game car, the camera height does not change. It's perfectly fixed. So you can rotate and go all the way around it, and it doesn't make any... you know what I mean? There's no up, down. There's no spatial element in this. So you get perfect rotation. So you go all the way around. It's the same car. I've got like 30 pictures going all the way around this one, okay? But so that's the point, yeah? Okay. Let's run it. Let's check those REM-BGs. Okay, that one's clean. There is a little artifact there, which might be a bother. There's a little artifact there as well. That's got a weird glint to it, so that might suffer. And here is rough as hell as well. This is rough. So, this is why sometimes it's a good idea to do a REM-BG and then go in there and touch it up yourself, because it's, you know what I mean? It's going to make a cleaner model. So it actually does. It's funny. I never would have said that like do RemBG on the turnaround and then edit it so it's clean and then push it in. So I'm just talking about ways that you can improve the output, like easy now, without waiting for fine tuning or some extra code. Because there's no prompt, so all you can do is give it a nice setup. So hopefully this doesn't come out like trash. It's nowhere near as clean as the original signal that we sent through. Ooh, that's actually pretty tough. It got the camber. Oh, wait, no. The wheel's a bit... The wheel... Look at this shape. That's funny. It looks like the wheels are bending. Oh, that's amazing. Could we do it with MS Paint? Yeah, we could do it with MS Paint. I don't have any credits for MS Paint, unfortunately. So I think I do have... No, see, that's an error. But again, if you have a 3D editor, it's easy to paint select these voxels and then delete them. And then you can obviously fill the hole, because there'll be usually a hole left. But we got the bash bar, we got the intercooler, we got the camber, we even got the inverse camber on the rear wheels a little bit. We've got the big fat tires, got the exhausts. It's trying to get the exhausts. This is actually it's fat. I don't care what anyone says, it's fat. Yes, yeah, the man is in the building. He's like, damn, that wheel. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's broken or if he just too much camber, man. It's just too much camber. Right, we're going to run a couple of these because it's a different seed each time. I do want to try out messing with the CFG, so we're going to go for 8.5. We're just going to go up one and down one and see how it comes out. As you can see, the mesh generation is surprisingly fast. We've been doing this in around a minute. Obviously, the ones that were really quick, they were, look, we've reduced the octree. But yeah, I believe this is going to be the beginning of the 3D revolution that everyone was going on about. You know what I mean? It's like we had our sort of flux moment in video, and now I think, especially when you consider, because we haven't looked at it, but if I get a picture of something, we have video models that can make it do a rotation. Obviously, exhibit A, image of girl with coffee time sign, it's rotating. The special effects I added in post, okay, it's actually clean. And it's even better when you have photorealism. So if you imagine you have a car, you make the video go round, now you put that 3D now. And I've been telling everybody this for at least probably about a year. I've been going on about this, like, oh, this is what's going to happen. This is because it's the only it makes sense, you know. It makes sense. So the wheel is a little bit better there, but it still looks like the wheels are turning outwards, you know. But that's okay if you put it like this. That's okay. Put it like this. It's fine. It's just when you see it straight on, like the, what's it called? The toe in. It's got crazy toe. But yeah, this is cool. And like I said, import this into something, you can have more fun with it. Like, I know it's like voxel now, but what they'll do is they'll do a smoothing algorithm on it to turn it into polys. So each point, like each point of the cube, you can go from the corner or the center, and what will happen is it'll draw I'm having a mental block because it's the name of a body kit company. But yeah, it will actually like basically create smooth polys where there are where the voxel data. So can we tell if that is any better or worse? So it looks like that. no noticeable. In fact, it's noticeably worse. There's some things that are better about it, and there's other things that are worse about it. So overall, yeah, to be honest, credit where credit's due. They've done their diligence. The stuff has actually been tuned. You know what I mean? They've bothered to actually look it up. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? What's this I see? No, wait. Wait a minute. Come on. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, surely not. Surely not. Surely not. Surely not. Someone would have thought of this already. Surely it just doesn't work. Let's try it. Let's try it. Right, what's the size we're looking at? What are we looking at on size here? Is the size taken from the image? No. So how do you even do the size? That's a good point. What size is this? It says 1024, 1024. So I'll leave it at that. Alright. I don't even know if this will work. It might not work. It might be a pipe dream. But, you know, you only find out by trying things. Didn't crash. It didn't blow up. So just for the record, what we're doing here is I use Flux Boost, which is where we match these two values. It might be complete garbage, guys. I don't know. Basically, in the past, Aura Flux was worse than model sampling flux, in my opinion. But that's because we know how to use the shift. Now, maybe I'm wrong in this case, but before I start messing with voxel to mesh, which will probably like just be, I bet it's the right value. See, every value I've tried so far has been good, which is great. You know, it used to be in the past that they clearly didn't have enough time to test everything, right? Now they've obviously got a bigger team. That's great. You know, but obviously, yeah, we have to do our diligence. So checking if these other sampling methods work. Oh, okay, so it's still making that weird error there, but that's the REM BG, and I think it's actually like a lens flare which is causing this, or something in the background. But I wanted to try something that was a bit noisier, because if you look at this, look, it's got a bit of noisy there. The photos I took are too good because they're a commercial photo shoot grade. Whereas this, look at this, horrible lighting. So when you do the masking, it's like all bleached out. I wonder, how did that actual part of the model suffer? Yeah, it suffered quite badly. Look, see this bulge? See the bulge there? That's because of the light. Okay? Because the light on the window, it's misinterpreting it as geometry. So you can see how it looks good, but it's actually horribly misshapen in a lot of places. Whoa, what's going on in here? Hang on a minute. No way. It's not solid. Oh no. What the hell? Okay, so under the car, it's got a rear diff. It's got a rear diff under the car. And the rear diff is actually hollow. Wouldn't it be great? You start looking, it's got like all the parts, drive shaft, gearbox. It's got everything in there. But no, the interesting thing is there's some empty pockets inside of it. So basically this is like a clipping thing. If you go inside the model, you can see that's the edge, the outer edges. You know, you can't see them because you can't see from inside. You've probably seen this before in video games and that. Oh look, there's another one. Look, the wheel, what's that? Is that the wheel well? Yeah, that's inside the arches for each wheel well. But yeah, we've got like a bubble, a little bubble. And the reason I bring that up is because when you want to convert this into a proper mesh, you might find it's harder than you think. Because this is actually a solid, yeah? It's actually a solid, not a shell. So, like, inside of it, it's not like... It's just a big block. Do you know what I mean? This is like a big sculpted block, right? And inside, it's like a chunk of rock, right? That's been chiseled out. So like that little pocket there is actually air, you know, like an air gap, right? You can see it floating in the middle. But there are scripts that can turn this into a hollow, right? And that makes it much easier to work with when you load it into 3D software. Because obviously, imagine how many polygons. When they first started doing voxel gaming and stuff, some of the assets were really bad because they didn't optimize, and when you it would, like, if you tried to load it into Blender, for example, it would literally be like 3 million cubes, and it would be trying to load 3 million individual cubes that are all perfectly lined up. And if you've ever used Blender, you can imagine how that goes. Anyway, that was years ago. I bet they've solved all this stuff now. Whoops. Ooh. So I know I'm just doing a bunch of cars, right? But this is the best data I've got for testing this out. Ooh, bad wheel. So sometimes it gets a bit confused with stuff. But, you know, generally, on the whole, it's pretty good. Right, let's go back to the photos because I want to test this other thing. Come on, back of the car, back of the car. That'll do. Okay, let's go. But yeah, this is definitely the best mesh creation you can get open source right now. 100%, hands down, no question. This is not even close. You know what the next best one is? The other Hunyuan version 2. The one that doesn't have the framing. That's the next best one. And yeah, sure, there's like commercial versions. You can pay subscription and go online, all that. But did you know that one of those big companies got in trouble because they were telling everyone they had AI model and they were actually paying minimum wage to a bunch of people in Eastern Europe to do it in an hour? Yeah. And they were like, oh yeah, it's AI, guys. And it was actually some poor underpaid developer. It was the meme, you know, that early AI 3D wasn't AI. It was just some guy getting paid not enough to do it really quick. But apparently we actually can do it now, so. But I think they were first, so it should be easy to find the article. They got caught because somebody found a job listing where they were like, we'll pay you this much if you can make 3D models in 1 hour. Basically, like, you have to, like, be a speed modeler. Oh no! I've got some weird things coming out. What was the last thing we did? I just changed the photos. Okay. So I've got some artifacts. I've got columns. Okay. Right, last thing to check is this. So we're going to go down first, 0.4. And then we'll go up to 0.8. So 20 points either way and see the difference. It should be dramatic. Yeah, this was unexpected tonight, to be honest. I wasn't expecting to be doing this. We might have to do like an extended writers club tomorrow because we're running out of time. I'll keep going and see how long we can go on for. Maybe they're presidential flags. Da, 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 da. If it looks like a Camry, that's because it breathes like a Camry. But it's the big Camry, not the little Camry. Oh, still got a few flagpoles. But again, like I said, this is funny, right? If I wanted to make this by hand and I was getting these things, I'd like, if you told me all you have to do is delete these poles and you have this, I'd be like, gimme, gimme, gimme. And we have done better renders. So yeah, that's not very good. So now let's go up to 0.8. I bet, like I said, I bet they've already, you know what I mean? 0.6 is the best. Oi. So yeah, it looks crap when you turn it down. So I bet it'll be like super rough when you turn it up. Because that's the 0.6 is the smoothing for the voxelization. Emily says she's messing around with the idea of using 3D models to create poses for depth maps. This seems like it would be helpful for it. Yes, it is. Yes. Yes. One thing I've been considering for a while is actually creating data sets that pair poses with multiple sources. So, you know how I've got my Zenkai prompt loader? I was thinking about having a version of the pose map, which was just open pose, which actually outputs the pose, the canny, the depth. You see what I mean? And then you can choose which one you want. And they're already pre-made, and it has instructions on how to make more. So then if there's like a thing that you're always depthing and all of that, you don't even need to because you've got it already. And obviously it'll be blacklistable by a caption. So, you know, making like the storyboard data set, but a control net. So you can't call it a control net data set. I'd have to call it something else. Because people would get confused. They'd be like, oh, are you training a control net? And I'd be like, no, it's just all my maps. I don't know. Maybe I call it control map loader or something. Because it's got all of them. I don't know. Like, I use that stuff all the time, but I don't know how useful it is to everyone else. Yeah, look, see, that is too rough. It is really pulling out the detail now. I actually kind of like it like that, but it's a bit too rough. I don't know. No, actually, that's super strict. It's messed up the wheels, though, where it's... Look, it missed a spoke where it was trying to be strict. So, again, even though this is better... We're at 0.7. I bet that... Yeah, anyway. Because that's really following the shape very well. It's really following the shape. Probably better than ever before, actually. It's even got the window recess. You can even see the window recesses, which you couldn't see before. So it's almost like an elastic... Yeah, it's a little bit like having a skin and tightening it. Yeah, if you imagine it like that. Because look, see the badge, you can see the lights, indicators, you can see all of the features there. But the thing is, if you draw it too tight, it starts making mistakes. Oh, we have a broken boyo and he's got my car in Blender. Is he going to do stuff with it? Whoa. I like the rendering. Oh, he's nearly run out of time. Oh, he's out of time. But yeah, this looks good. It's just a bit... Wait, hang on. Okay, that is the shape. Oh, we've got a bit of a pole coming up in the air there. Got some floating blocks. Yeah, it's too tight. It's like, yes, it is pulling out extra stuff, but I bet when you turn it to polys, it will look like overdone. So again, the values are good. Default values are good. Oh, we don't need that. Pardon me, we don't need that. Wait, what? Mesh/comfy UI. I've never seen that before. Weird way of writing it. It's backwards. But yeah, this has been a blast. I didn't expect it to be this good, to be honest. I'll probably have to spend the night writing this up. There is one more thing, though, I got to mention here. Okay. No, not that. GLB, no, F. Oh, man. What's it called? GLB streaming format. It's GL something else. GLSB? GLTF. Streaming. GL transmission format. GLTF. That's what I was looking for. Royalty free. Open source. No, open standard file format for efficiently delivering and loading 3D scenes and models, right? So WebGL-TF. GLTF or GLTF, formerly known as WebGL-TF. It uses one of two expressions, GLTF JSON or GLB binary. Okay, so it's a binary GLTF. Okay. Binary GLTF conversion. Load of crap. GLT off import export convert between GLB and GLTF. There we go. We're getting somewhere. Right, so now why am I going on about GLB, LTF, GLB, BB, TFs? What am I going on about? Why does this matter? Let me show you. ScuffedEpoch.com. Games. Synth Arcade. All of these were created with vibe coding, you know? ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, whatever. If we come and have a look at the code for the Soldier 3D game, he says F12. What the hell? Go away, thing. Right, so search the code for .glb gl.gl. Where is it? No, I'm not seeing it. No. What? Hang on. What are you doing? I don't think this is working. I don't think the search on this works, guys. Can I search any other way? Can I search any other way? Here. .glb. It's not finding it. All right. Of course, I didn't include the prompt. Look, it's right here. GLTF loader and orbit controls, right? So what I'm trying to show you, they're just being a little pain in the ass. Hang on, let me just see if I can find it here. So, what it is, right, is all of these prompt games, yeah, they use GLB mesh for 3D. So all of the best AI games that you're seeing being made right now, it's all 3D because it's using GLB, which is the same format that we're able to generate in Comfy with Hunyuan 3D model. So to see the guy there that's running around, this guy here, that's a GLB. Okay? But he's not just a GLB, he's been converted from what we make into GLTF, which is a streaming version. And then you can just upload him anywhere on the internet. And then when you make a prompt or any app, doesn't have to be AI, you know, whenever you code and you make your game, as you can see, it loads with 3JS. You just put it in the code. You don't even need the files because it just streams them over the internet. It's crazy. Streaming the 3D model at runtime. I don't think I can find the source. It's probably inside one of these things somewhere. Script. I thought it was in script. I thought that it was in script. But I couldn't find it. So that means it's written somewhere else. Whatever. It's right there, so you can see it works. Anyway, so that's my little aside on GLB format and GLTF. It's just something to be aware of, you know. So this actually does it the other way round. So it's probably not the tool I'm looking at right here. This actually converts from TF to the normal version. See, GLTF is a JSON-based text file. Okay, that's just crazy to me. So GLB is a binary 3D mesh. GLTF is just, they've converted the 3D into JSON. The 3D model is a JSON. And it makes me wonder as well, like, could an AI just write out that from scratch? You know, like it's a text-based 3D file, right? So, but that's just me thinking out loud. All right, let's spend the last 10 minutes. I got something I want to show you guys. I wanted more time for this, but to be honest, it's for the best. Because tomorrow, what we can do is we can actually spend a little bit more time on it. I thought it was important to take a look at the new 3D update. So thank you all for joining me during that. Look at that, we made 23 3D models of my car. Okay. So, let's see, 10 minutes. This is really simple, really simple. That's another t-shirt. This is really simple. So, I have a new prompt in the prompt section on the narrative spittoon, and it is key. And I want to talk to you about what it is, why I've put it in here, and what you can use it for. It's very simple. They're all very simple, aren't they? Speaking style pass, no. Where are you, my guy? Somewhere. Have I got to refresh it, maybe? Ah, speech timing. Okay. So this might become another MCP, by the way. But let me just explain. This is a system prompt, so you can copy this directly into Claude projects as a system prompt, into ChatGPT as a system prompt, or into an LLM as a system prompt. I've tried to keep it basic, so it doesn't need any tool use, all right? It just needs a good LLM. So, setup. We've been writing stories. We have books that are finished, and now we're talking about making them into animation, video, audiobooks. We're talking about all that kind of thing. And so what I did was I wanted to spend a bit of time on something which is directly adjacent to what we do. Okay. I call it turbo slop, for lack of a better word. All right. And the reason is because it's better than slop and it's faster. It's faster, stronger. It's like the new version. Do you know what I mean? It's the new batch, okay? But this is part of a workflow. So you've already made your book. You've already finished your book. Your book's finished. Now you want to make it into something else. And so it's all very well and good to do what we were doing, which was converting story into prompts. But there's something which you've got to be aware of, which is running time. Yeah? So like, say I've got some text and I want to make it into video, and I want the video to just be generated video with a narrator talking the words. So the narrator's talking the words. There needs to be some video, doesn't need to be a talking person, just needs to be related to what's being said at that time. And what you'll find is that often, a lot of the time, in the amount of time it takes you to read the prompt, you needed like 4 prompts. You know what I mean? Because it's the length. You only get 3 or 5 seconds, don't you? So what I've been playing with is speech timing. And speech timing is a component of a multimodal agent, because what this does is it looks at a page of text, and using 150 words per minute as a default, which you can change if you speak slower or faster than that, what it's going to do is it's going to tell how long it's going to take to read all of that text out. Okay, so example, total word count 3,400 words, estimated speaking time 23 minutes. Okay, so then we can programmatically prepare files which give information to the next agent about how long it's going to take to read. Because think about it, if you've got text and it takes 5 seconds to read it out, you only need one prompt. If you've got text that takes half an hour, well, how many prompts is that? You need to divide it into chunks of 3 seconds, and the prompt list generator needs to know, oh, the audio guy is still saying this, so I should make a prompt which is about something he's talking about. So what it does is it gives you segmented intervals with timestamps. So there's 2 outputs from one action. One is speech timing, which is that's an overview of the whole thing. And then this is the important part, paragraph timing. So for each paragraph, it tells you the word count, the estimated time it takes to speak it out loud, the cumulative time from the beginning, so you know roughly where you are. This is the storyboard element of this, okay? And it'll include the full text of the paragraph for reference. So here's an example. Okay, paragraph 1, number of words, how long it takes to read it out, and the full text. So what this does is it breaks everything down. So now, instead of trying to take a page and turn it into a prompt list, we can analyze this instead. So then we have 75 words that will take 30 seconds to speak. That means I need 10 prompts which evenly describe the entire thing. Yeah, this is logic for the editor guy, the AI editor. Yeah, exactly, Fernicar. Exactly. How does the editor know what to do? This is how we build other agents. That's the whole agentic framework of, multimodal. I'm just saying buzzwords now, but you know what I mean. It's like, how does the agent know? Because we told him, right? It's always because we told him. This is why I'm very much against AI is like alive. No, it's like a car. Cars run people over because someone wasn't driving it right. You know what I mean? It's so anyway, this is what we're doing. We're driving this AI to do what we want. And so obviously if it knows how long, it knows how many prompts, because I can say the prompt duration is going to be 3 seconds. So you have to divide every paragraph into 3-second. Each prompt is 3 seconds. So I need 10 here, I need 20 here, I need 30 here, whatever the math is. And then I've already got a strategy which doesn't overload it. So like, say you've got a prompt that sets the scene and maybe shows a character. You don't just go like a yo-yo. It'll look at all kinds of other stuff. I call them padding prompts. So they're relevant to the scene, but they're not like looking at a main character. It could be like there's a window in the scene, and so maybe there's a bird on a branch outside, so it cuts to the bird on the branch. You know what I mean? You don't have to be like person talking, person talking, person talking. You can get a bit wistful and artistic about it by throwing in these other things. As long as the general aesthetic lines up, it'll be fine. So anyway, like I said, we're going to try doing some really simple stuff, and then we'll start getting more and more ambitious as the automation is proven and it actually works. There will be a new repo going up, which is aimed at turning stories into image prompts, and we'll refine the video editor once we've got the data sets working. But like I said, you throw this in, you give it a page, and it'll give you these 2 documents, and then soon we'll have another agent which is reading this report, okay, to build the prompts. It's going to be another element of data which will be used to make the prompts better. So that's where we're at. And like I said, it's got some really cool rules. You can obviously change this up and use it for whatever you want. I originally made this agent like a year ago for ChatGPT 4, and it was literally just called speech timer. So you'd give it a speech, and then you would say, I need to say this in 5 minutes, figure it out. Or I need to say this in a minute, or I need to stretch this out to 10. Okay, and it would just figure it out, right? So I've been doing stuff like this for a while, but, you know, I don't, you know, commercial work doesn't always see the light of day is all I'm saying. Yeah. All right. I can talk about concepts, but not details. It's funny. Right then. Failed. I was defeated by the custom rasterizer. So what I'm hoping is that Hunyuan are going to give us a really cool native paint model, because it should be part of it. They've basically actually, because Hunyuan 3D is two things. Hunyuan 3D 2.0 is a mesh and a rasterer. That's the paint model. So we've actually only got half of the native support in right now, guys. I hate to be the guy to say stuff like that, because I love the comfy org, guys. But I gotta be real. This is half of Hunyuan 3D. And if nobody else is saying that, that's a thing. That's a thing to pay attention to. Because this is cool, but trust me, when we get the paint support, it'll be cooler. Because it'll actually look like my car. It'll have the same number plate. I've seen how good it is. You know? It'll look like that. You know? It'll figure it out. It'll probably still even have my air freshener. You know? It's actually pretty good. And that brings us to 10 o'clock. And we are done. We are donezo. So, like I said, we were going to be doing this prompt stuff. Okay, now remember, I've actually done it. So the images are rendered. It's not like an if and a but. It's no. We already did it. Let me see if I can just pull up some of the results. So you got something to look at. Because that is pretty cool, actually. Hang on, let me see here. Come on. Trying to find the thing. Here it is. Got too many machines. That's my problem. In we go. Spoilers. Must be Foda. Yeah. Wait, not. Yeah. So I want to show you what this looks like when you've, done it. Okay. So here we go. Look, page 0. Okay. There's the book. So every folder, illustration, there you go. So these are my choices for page 0. It's pretty good. Photo. Her hand is the wrong way around. Is she in a dumpster? Oh no, that reminds me of the funniest. Oh no, I gotta keep moving. Keep it moving. One of the funniest image sets I ever did was I think it was an anime girl standing in a trash can. I think it was some kind of meme, okay? It was some kind of meme that people who live in untidy apartments or something. And the AI model did such a great job at it. I was like, wait a minute, does somebody train this? See, that's good. It's not like most of the rest of the artwork, but it's good. I'd in-paint the guy in the background out. I'd in-paint both of the guys out. See, that's good, because it kind of looks like that is in the style of the main character for the whole, that's the general style I'm looking for. And she's kind of in a ship thing. She's kind of looking out of a window, sitting in a chair. You know what I mean? It's kind of like vague. It's like that's another one as well. Vague technology setting. So that's a candidate. I think the hair here is a bit shorter. Oh yeah, another thing I noticed, that the earrings are often very similar. It's weird. It's like I didn't manage to get consistent art style, but I managed to get like consistent earrings somehow. If she's not wearing bloody headphones, that is. But again, that's probably auto-generated. Like if I dropped this into a prompt, I'd probably find out like this one here. You probably find out she's holding a fire and wearing earphones. You know what I mean? That's a good one. Looks like she's planning. Needs some lo-fi beats. That one's a bit too fantasy. Another lo-fi beats channel. Because, dude, lo-fi beats channels, come on. I don't know. I just think it's like... See, that's a really good art style, though. Could use this, even though it kind of looked like she's in a trash can. It's actually a really well put together image. So, yeah, anyway, all I've got to do is, like, pick the best ones. Could be that one, you know? But anyway, yeah, the idea is pick the best image, throw it up on the page. Dragon shared the Mecha Musume in general channel. Let me have a look at this. Mecha Musume. Mecha Musume. Musume. Okay, hold up. Ah, we have drift in the stream in the background, but I turned a mech into a 3D look. Yes. Let's have a look at it. Oh, nice. I like that. And it's got, see, that's what I'm saying. See, you've got the paint stuff. My one doesn't have the paint stuff. Oh, actually, wait. I can't see how you did it. Go back. Stop. Invert mask. Sparse. Preview 3D. Right, unless you've got an... Well. It looks like my other workflow. Because... Yeah, I think I covered this earlier. But yeah, I do have another workflow for Hunyuan 2.0. It came out when this came out, and that is here. Obviously, I haven't got Kijai's wrapper installed right now, but it's the same thing. You get the multi-view, but then you get the high 3D paint. See. And we did a bunch of refinements with the upscaling, 2-stage. And then we went through all this look. Bake for multi-view, vertex in paint, texture in paint, apply texture. Yeah. And so, you know, like I said, this is what I'm saying. What we've got is this bit. We've got this bit. Render multi-view. Yeah. So there's delight and paint, which we haven't got. Let's see, this is the paint model. And it does normal maps, everything. So yeah, until we get that in native, I have to consider it half. They've implemented the mesh stuff. And the thing is, if you look on here on their own tutorial, they even list the paint stuff here. So it makes me think that either it's not compatible or they just haven't, you know what I mean? They just haven't got it native yet. I'm inclined to say it's that. And then we'll just pray. Yeah, we'll pray that there's going to be a paint release for MV. Or, well, it's not even a paint release for MV. It's a native support for Hunyuan 3D Paint 2. Delight would be even better, but we'll go with paint for now. It's fine. It's interesting, though. You never really know what they're going to do. They might just turn around and bring out a whole new model that does texturing with it. So, you know. But I am really impressed with what they actually look like. How they actually come out is so good. Like I said, new focus will be a little bit of 3D every day at the beginning of the stream, most likely. We'll cover stuff, looking at things. Yes, it is the beginning. I mean, I did tell I think I said at Christmas we were talking about it. I was like, if video is peaking now, it's 3D next. Now I got to figure out what the next thing is. I don't think I've got another prediction. 3D. I suppose we could do with some better lighting tools. Right now, lighting tools are a little bit gimped. So that's what I would say. But that's it. I'm into overtime now. So I think I better get ready to get out of here. So thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate all you guys coming along and hanging out. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for the Wednesday stream. 7 o'clock start. And like I said, we're going to be doing the Flux image training stuff that we were supposed to do tonight, but then 3D came out, so we had to cover this. It had been too long. And we'll do the writer's room stuff that we were supposed to finish off tonight, which is basically just more prompt automation, so you can get your image prompt data set ready. So converting your story into images and video prompts as a data set, which you can then start cooking into video. It's actually very easy once you've got it set up, but it's like you need to ride the bike first to understand how the pedals work. Okay, thank you very much, guys. I will see you all soon.